Hey guys, the Super Review Show for an episode of Why You Should Watch. This is the show where I break down TV shows, movies, whatever I can think of possibly off the top of my head, and why you should watch certain shows or movies. As the title of this video suggests, today's show is Why You Should Watch, I'm saying it, The Fairly Odd Parents. This is a show from, I think it was 2000, or either 1999 or 2000, and it lasted until 2018 or 2017, truthfully. I am in shock. So, really quick backstory. I'm a Nickelodeon kid. Never really was a Disney Channel kid. Sorry, everyone. Just want to admit that right there. But this is one of my favorites of that Nickelodeon era, truthfully. Just a great show overall. What it's about is this boy, Timmy Turner. Timmy Turner has two fairy godparents. I don't know why they changed the name of the show to that. Like Fairly Odd Parents. Why didn't you just make it Fairy Godparents? Or the Timmy Turner Show? Or I never understood why they called it Fairly Odd Parents. Why didn't they call it like Fairy Godparents for all? Whatever. But Timmy Turner has two fairy godparents, Cosmo and Wanda. And they are fairies. They can grant your every wish. There are some rules. There's some rules to that you can't wish upon, like money or death or whatever. It's trying to raise like a positive message for kids, like you can't always get what you want type of thing. But if you try, sometimes you do get what you need. Rolling Stones, do not sue me. But this is there were so many different arcs of this show. Like the Crimson Chin arcs were cool. The arcs with like the science fair stuff, and the crossover episode they did with Jimmy Neutron at the time was awesome. I still contend it's one of the best cartoon crossovers I think I've ever seen, ever. On a TV show as well, period. It was just that awesome to see Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner collide and battle it out and help each other out at the end of the day in that initial crossover episode of the Timmy Power Hour. And by the way, just want to let you guys know, the initials are JT, so I felt pretty special watching that. Just want to put that out there. I'm so self-centered. Not really. But anyways, Fairly Odd Parents, there's some great moments with the Crimson Chin, which is like a comic book hero that comes to life. The Negachin and his villains. There's underlying story arcs with the whole thing. As the show progressed on, they did do like a Wishology thing, which was actually really cool. They did a Wishology thing where it's like there's a TV movie, like an hour long of each, where Timmy Turner has to deal with like the darkness and whatnot, and it sounds really dark, but it's really not. It's meant for kids. It's meant for kids to watch and just enjoy and have their imagination do their thing. Truthfully, but this is a really just fantastic cartoon. It ran on to way too long. There were some episodes you could just blatantly tell they're ripping off of Ghostbusters, ripping off Back to the Future, whatever. They're deliberately ripping off these other movies and TV shows that I've either talked about on the show or just in general. So, I remember looking up on IMDb, hey, I wonder if Fairly Odd Parents ended. And it was like 2020, it was 2019 or 2020. And I remember looking up, I was at work and I was on break, whatever, and I was looking on IMDb and I'm saying to myself, oh my God, the Fairly Odd Parents is over. But the one thing that annoys me about the show is there's so many great episodes of the show. Don't get me wrong, there's so many fantastic episodes. What drives me crazy, though, is that they had so many chances to end the show properly, and they just canceled it after one episode. Then that was it. It was like Dimsdale's Got Talent. That's it. So it's unfortunate that happened, but at the same time, it had a really good run up until the last probably 5 or 6 seasons. I hate saying that, but the last 4 seasons were tough. I mean, after Poof, Cosmo and Wanda's baby came along, it kind of took a big dip. And they did a live action Timmy Turner thing as well with Drake Bell in the role. Didn't quite work out the way we hoped it to. Or hoped it did, you know what I mean? And it was like really weird and questionable and kind of cringy, truthfully. But I remember watching it and I was like, oh wow. Why wasn't this live action version the end of the show? Like, come on. I mean, it's Nickelodeon. What do you expect? So bottom line, if you're looking for a cartoon that actually had a really good run in the beginning, the first 4 or 5 seasons of it, including the Wishology special, including Channel Chasers, including Schools Out, the musical, there's a lot of really good, cool things about this show that are just really awesome in general. They have a lot of really cool elements in them and stuff like that too, and it's like, you could tell they rip off a bunch of stuff. Like if you look on certain specific parts of certain episodes, like it literally took real life stuff and made it into like the cartoon. You just have to see it to watch it to believe it, truthfully. But it's a great show. It's a great cartoon overall. And that's why I think you should watch The Fairly Odd Parents. Again, it's one of those cartoons that struck me as a child, especially when the Jimmy Timmy crossover happened with Jimmy Neutron. That was awesome. I love that. But yeah, so what do you think? Have you seen The Fairly Odd Parents? If you're my age, you probably have. If you haven't, check it out. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. But thanks so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and much more. Hopefully you enjoyed us. And don't forget to follow our social media as well, simply at The Super Review Show. Thanks so much for watching. The J-Man is off the rock. We'll see you guys later.